Hello, welcome to Home for Every Season. My name is Maureen. I am the owner and the designer here at this page. Today I am with Debbie's Bright and Early Crafters and Marketplace, and our theme today is leveling up. So come on in, let me know when you get here. Say hello so I can see if my comments are working. And just got the husband out the door. The boys are settled. So hopefully we can have a good little hour craft time together. How are you all doing today? How many of you have been able to follow along in the lineup so far? We've had some amazing things going on, leveling up. Debbie, Paper Sweeties, she did another snowman, so cute. And then Christine was just finishing up when I left her. She had this really cool phone. It was an old-fashioned phone. And she was adding some things to it and making it nostalgic, I thought. I thought it was cool. So say hi when you get here for me, please. Just getting my stuff together. Hi, Lydia. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you? Are you back from the court thing, or are you headed out? Hello, Debbie. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for sprinkling out. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So today's theme is leveling up. And I got to tell you guys, when I first started doing the fake baking, the air dry clay, I did not have a clue. I had no clue. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Pam. Thank you for joining me. I had no idea, you guys, what I was doing at all. And I thought, well, I'll just make a bunny butt. You know, a bunny butt can't be hard. Yeah, I wanted a fat little bunny butt, but I really did not know what I was doing. And so this was it's all dirty. Let me dust it off a little bit here. It's got like black glitter or something on it. Hold on. It looks like he's been playing out in the garden, you guys. Okay, so this was you're off for the day. Good for you. Hi, Marissa. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy your day off, Lydia. So this was my little bunny butt. Okay. It's flatter than a pancake. I mean, look at this. I just really did not know what the heck I was doing. So I just took my little air dry clay and I made like a pancake, evidently. And it's hilarious. It is really funny. And then my little feet, I just made the little round circles and I attached them on there. And I really just didn't know what I was doing. And I'm really glad that I saved this, because we were asked to bring something out. Thank you. It's funny. We were asked to bring something out, if we had it still, from when we first started crafting our craft that we're working on, and see how we have progressed, how much we've learned, how much we've gained knowledge in that arena. You guys, it's like night and day for me over here. It really is. I'm enjoying the air dry clay crafting so much that it's just night and day, the stuff that I've learned. So anyway, what we're going to do now is try to make a bunny butt. And I'm going to try to make it look like he's in a garden. Thank you so much, Marissa. Hi, Christine. I loved your phone you were doing. And Marissa, I loved what you were doing today with the AIC. Oh, I forgot to look. I think, Marissa, aren't you up after me today? I'm pretty sure. Is that right? Will you guys tell me? I forgot to look. Right when I started to get on here, I thought you better look. And then, of course, I forgot. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys about styrofoam also. This is a styrofoam that I got from... Am I a bit too loud? Oh, I'm sorry. Ezra said I'm a bit too loud, you guys. I'll talk a little quieter. Sorry, buddy. You are. That's what I thought. So right after me today will be Marissa with Das Craft Boutique. Make sure you go potty before you go watch her. I always tell them that, Marissa. So this styrofoam that I got here, it's like a 12-inch, I think. It is shedding over here. It is horrible, horrible. This styrofoam, I don't know if it's from the Dollar Tree or where I got this one, but it is awful. And then I don't even want to touch it, you guys. And then there's this styrofoam that you can get from Marissa. It is the best. It is so good. So that is another area that I have been able to level up in my ability to make better product. So it's fine to get styrofoam at the Dollar Tree. I'm not talking against going to the Dollar Tree. But what I am trying to say is that from my experience here, that you can buy better product as far as styrofoam goes from Marissa at Deskcraft Boutique. So if you guys are interested in getting styrofoam, go to Marissa. And it's actually, you get a better price too than you would at Hobby Lobby or Michael's for sure. Okay, then I also have this little egg. You guys, I love to, I like to use things that are clearanced from wherever. I'm a big shopper at Hobby Lobby when they have 90% off. So this is a piece of a foam egg, and it had the flocking on it. And I will be covering this, and it's going to make that little bunny butt to where it's not so flat. It's going to puff it up a little bit and make it fat. Hi, Debbie. How are you? How are you doing? Okay, guys. Thank you, Debbie. Hi, Tanya. How are you? How are you doing today? Thank you for joining me. All right, guys, so let's get started. The first thing that I want to do is cover that icky foam, and hopefully I can get it covered and it won't keep shedding all over the place. I'm going to roll out some green clay for that because it's going to be like the bunny is digging in the grass or the garden or whatever. So the first clay that I'm using is from Mariposa's Creations. It is green. I get clay from here, there, and everywhere. Her styrofoam is good, Debbie. Absolutely. I'm very spoiled with her styrofoam now. When I showed my husband, you guys, he came home from work one night, and I said, look, I organized all my styrofoam, and I'd bought in these big totes, and I'm not kidding you. There are big totes of styrofoam all organized, and when I was showing him, he's looking, and, oh, wow, that's a lot. And I said, well, that's not all. After 2 totes, I go, it's not all. And he said, what do you mean it's not all? I said, oh, there's more totes. I had like another big tote and then a couple of smaller ones all organized. His eyes were huge. He goes, wife, do you really need that much styrofoam? I said, yeah, why not? Why not? So how are you guys all doing? Today is a busy day for me. I'm in 3 lives today. I'm on here, and then I'll be on again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I'll be on again tonight. Tonight is the last day of my 30-minute for 30 days challenge, you guys. I did both of my challenges, and that has changed my life, you guys. It really has. When you go live, if there's someone on here and you don't go live and you're thinking about it and you're scared, just do it. Just go for it. It will help you so much. How I organize it? Okay, Marissa, I could do that. It's just in totes. It's just in totes, and then I did it by shapes. Like there's a huge tote that has just the little rounds like these. Ooh, there went my things. Some of them like this, and then the flat round ones. Just the plain round. And they're just all organized. It's funny, isn't it, Tanya? Yeah. Why do you need that? Because I do. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. So right now, we're just going around, rolling out this green. And then I will put foam on the bottom of it. I probably should have already done that so it's not shedding everywhere. That silly stuff. Okay. Oh, here we go, guys. I'm going to put some glue on this to try and get it to be a little less sheddy. Oh, I won't forget the baby reveal tonight, Pam. No, I will be there. Okay, so right now, guys, I'm just putting a little bit of tacky glue on this big foam round. And then to try and avoid the shed, I'm just going to stick it right down on there. Hopefully this will work. I can't believe how bad this thing sheds. That is awful. Okay, now I'm just going to bring this up all the way around, you guys. I probably maybe should have covered the whole entire thing because it really is shady. This had to have come from the Dollar Tree. Let me find the wrapper for this thing. Flora Craft. Do you guys know, is this Hobby Lobby or is this Dollar Tree? Does anybody know? It just says craft foam. Oh, it's a number 10 disc. Made in the USA. It's probably not from the Dollar Tree then. I don't know where it's from, but it sure does shed. Hi, Joy. Hi, Janet. How are you? Thank you, ladies, for coming and joining me. So I'm leveling up for those that just got here. I showed this little bunny butt that I had originally made when I first started doing air dry clay. Didn't have a clue of what I was doing. And it's flatter than a pancake. So it's not a very fat bunny. That poor little bunny looks like he hadn't eaten in the whole winter. Maybe he just came out of hiding or something. And he was just a skinny little bugger. He had no food. Oh, and look at the air that's in this thing. Holy moly. I'm so worried about the shedding of the styrofoam, guys, that I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing over here. And, of course, it's getting everywhere. I am going to cover that, you guys, on the other side. I'm going to roll out some more green because it's just going to keep shedding, and I don't want it in all of my clay. That came from Hobby Lobby? Well, it's terrible foam. Absolutely horrible. And Michael's? Well, it's not very good foam, you guys. Not at all. I was telling somebody on Christine's, we were talking about how expensive Michael's has gotten. And when I was doing that great big snowman with the secret recipe, it was one of the first times that I had gone. It was the first time I made a large character. And I hadn't really priced those great big foam balls. I just had never used them before. And I could not believe. I just was in shock. I was in absolute shock at how much they wanted for a simple styrofoam ball. It was just a styrofoam ball, you guys. And I don't know if that's when Michael's first started raising their prices. I don't know. But it was shocking. Needless to say, I walked out of there and went to Hobby Lobby that day and got my styrofoam that I needed. And since then, I've really worked hard to get my stuff stocked up so that I'm not in that situation. Oh, good, Janet. I'm glad you keep feeling better and better. Gosh, are you like, were you hospitalized at all for what you had? It just seems like you've been so sick for a long time. I'm glad you're feeling better and better, though. Okay, guys, now we're going to put some more glue on this. It is crazy, Debbie. It's absolutely nuts. $18 for a large cone. Yeah, that's crazy, you guys. And then people, you know, when we're selling our stuff, they wonder why it's expensive. But what they don't understand is that when you're paying $18 just for the cone, you know, I mean, it gets expensive. And that's just one little detail of it. That's just the cone. That's where you add anything to it. Okay, guys, since this is the bottom, I'm really not worried. I'm just trying to cut down on the shedding. So I'm just kind of going around here. I just want to cover up this styrofoam. I don't want all that shed on my project. And this will be the underneath, so I'm not worried about what it's going to look like. I had planned on covering it with foam sheet, But this will help me cut down on all of that other mess. Okay, so there we have. Make sure it's sticking really nice on there. All right, so there we have our nice little round grassy area for our bunny's little butt. Well, that's good you weren't in the hospital. I know there's been some people have had to be hospitalized with this flu. It's funny how we never had flu one year and then now everything is the flu. Kind of crazy, guys. I think it's crazy. All right, so I'm going to take this and set it aside. All right. And then we're going to get our other little pieces that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to start with, where did it go? I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this shape right here. This is one of the little round, the scallops. This is one of the smaller scallop styrofoams that you can get from Descraft Boutique. And I'm going to glue these two together to make that nice fat little bunny butt, all right? I should have used my hot glue. I'll use a little bit of super glue. What do you know, guys? The lid came off. Ha, surprise, surprise. Me and my super glue, right? Ooh, that really came out. This is supposed to be gel super glue. It's like liquid. I don't know what the deal is with that. Who knows? Okay, and then I'm just going to hopefully hold this on here. Hopefully that will adhere. We'll hold it, hold it, hold it. As our good friend Debbie says. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Hi, Bev. How are you? Okay, so Marissa is telling us the size of this. It's a 5" by 1" soft scallop. It is amazing. Are you still selling those, Marissa, or are you out of those right now? Okay, so there is our little shape there. And I do have a little bit of a gap right here. Can you see that little gap in there? So I'm going to go in with some clay that is not really, I don't know. I'm going to use just some clay that I don't think I have a whole lot of old clay anymore. I think I've used pretty much all of it up. But I'm going to grab something that isn't my white clay. Yes, hold it. Hold it, hold it. Is that Teresa? It is Teresa. Teresa, you'll love them things. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Thank you so much for coming and joining me. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to take this little bit of filler clay, and I'm going to go around this little styrofoam butt. And fill in these little gaps where that other thing was cut kind of weird. It just kind of, I don't know, it just had some gaps in it. It was something that I had used from before. And so I just need this to be a smooth edge here so that when I put my other clay on here, it gives me a smooth, round finish. Kind of filling in all those little gaps where that scallop is. I don't want that scallop edge right there. I want it to just be round. So we'll just fill it in. How are you all doing today? Can you believe it's already February 4th? Isn't that crazy, you guys? It seems like we just had Christmas and you were all talking about how, you know, well, we all were talking about, but I was really, I didn't go out for Christmas. I stayed home and ordered my gifts online and stuff, but everyone was talking about our Christmas presents and are you ready? Oh, Marissa. Wow, thank you. You guys, you can use code Maureen, all capital letters, my name, M-A-U-R-E-E-N, for a free sample pack during her live sale that is coming up next. Oh my gosh, Marissa, that's awesome. So there you go, guys. If you're on this loop, then you'll get a great deal on the next one. That's going to fall off of there and hit the floor, you guys. Thanks, Marissa. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to roll this out just a little bit to get it to stretch out a little, to go all the way around my little scalloped edge. And even then, I didn't get it all the way around, you guys. Gotta love me. But it is stretching and moving, and I'm just trying to take the ridges out of that clay. And while I'm at it, I'm going to take some more of this clay, and I'm going to cover this flocking right here, just to cover it, just to be sure that I have a smooth surface. So I'll put a little bit of glue on that flocking. And I'm just building up this little bunny's butt, so it's not flat like the first one I did. I've learned some tricks along the way, you guys. I've learned a few tricks. It is really warm here. The heat is all off at my house. And if I thought that the neighbors hammering and everything wouldn't, you know, interfere with my life, I would open my window today. I sure would.
Here are the...
Okay, I'm going to roll this out just to get a little roundness to it for the top of that. This clay that I'm using for underneath here is from Crafty Amy Girl. It is not old clay, it's just soft clay, and I can get a nice stretch from it to wrap around this base. So that is what this clay is that I'm using at the moment. I heard somebody say, you guys, somebody was getting more snow. Is it any of you on here right now? Everybody's gotten snow but Montana, it seems. And Wyoming and Utah. The places that normally get snow, we're not getting it. It's bizarre. All right, you guys. So now we have this all covered up. So now we have taken what was a scallop and the cut off part of an egg, and we have covered it and made it into a nice dome. See how fat that is? So there's my bunny butt. And now I'm going to cover that with my white clay, because I want my bunny to be a little white bunny. So we've taken this from this flat, you can see that flat, to this, okay? This is the leveling up. Boy, I'm really leveling it up. I'm leveling this butt right up to be fluffy and fat. So there's that. Now we'll get our good white clay. This white clay that I'm using is from Ribbon Branch Crafts. It is Tanya's white firm clay. It is wonderful. If anybody is in need, some people are running low on white and having a hard time finding it. You can get it from Tanya. And we were all talking about eyes too earlier. Tanya just started designing eyes. She has someone that's doing it for her, and they're wonderful. They're amazing eyes. She sent me a sample of them, and one little set had little gingerbreads inside the eye. Cute, you guys. The most precious eyes I've ever seen with that little gingerbread in there. Just absolutely stinking adorable. Okay, so now I have that white clay conditioned enough to where I can start rolling it out. I even cleared my table a little bit, you guys. It's kind of a joke. It's clear, but as you can see, I'm just like packed in here. Who was it that said that the other day? It was Leanne. She said that she was in her craft room. She was barricaded in. She said she finally got it straightened out to where she wasn't barricaded in. And I was thinking, well, I'm barricaded in where I'm at for sure. Definitely. I don't know if I'll ever make it back to that craft room. I hope my comments are still working, you guys. Okay, so now I'm just rolling this white clay out. And I don't need any glue for this part now because this clay that I just added to that is still wet. All right, so now we just have a nice big round white. I'm going to take it and put it on here. Look at how nice and big that little butt is. Oh my gosh, I love it. Can somebody comment for me so that I know if my comments are still working or not? Hopefully they are. If not, the show will go on, right? Okay, I'm going to take this clay underneath and I'm just going to stretch it across the bottom here. Get a nice smooth surface. This will be attached to the green over there that we just covered with the green clay. And just take your clay and you move it up, cut off your excess. Hi Penny, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me. Nice to see you here. Hi Paula. How are you? I'm glad you're here. Thank you, thank you. Heidi, I think you were already here, weren't you? If not, hello, hello. All right, guys, so there is my little round butt so far, okay? It's all covered in white now. That doesn't matter right there because it will be down on this green part. It will be attached. Okay, so let's bring this over here, the green one, and get our little butt put down. Hi, Joy. Thank you so much, Joy. I appreciate you being here all the time. Thank you. You watch me all the time, Penny? Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Paul, I'm glad you're having a good day. All right, guys, I'm going to put him like up here, kind of, like right. I'm going to kind of put him right in the middle, you guys. I'm not going to worry about toothpicking him because it's going to be one piece. I'm not worried about it coming off. It'll stick really good. And I'm going to move that clay down and get a nice bottom underneath here. Get it all closed off on there. Okay, guys, so there's our little bunny butt on the thing. I've gone from this to this. All right, this is what my original bunny butt was like before I knew what the heck I was doing. And now this is my bunny butt. He's huge. Holy moly. I might have leveled up. This might have too much yeast in it, you guys. I might have leveled up too much. Time will tell, right? Okay, now we're going to get more white clay for his little feet. His little big feet. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? Thank you for watching me all the time. Thank you for commenting and letting me know that you're here. Thank you so much, you guys. Right, Marissa? Yay! You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. All right. Now we're going to make our little feet for our fat little bunny. And he is dug down, you guys. He's got his little head down in the garden. So I might get some ears on here, but you're not going to see anything but basically his little butt and his feet. Oh, and he'll need a big fluffy tail too. I was thinking, am I going to have enough time to do just a bunny butt? But it's working out. I hear my little baby up and on the move, you guys. He'll be coming to say hello probably. All right, so we're going to cut this in half. And these will be our two little feet. Right here. I was looking for my rolling pin and it was right in front of me, you guys. So I'm shaping his little foot. Hopefully I'm doing this the right way. That bunny is getting into trouble. Is it Farmer McGregor? Was that his name? I think it was. Farmer McGregor will be coming after him today. How many of you liked the Peter Rabbit stories when you were young? Or to read to your children, or, you know, whichever. Okay, so I'm taking this clay and I'm shaping it to where I'm shaping his foot is what I'm doing. If you have a cookie cutter, you could use a cookie cutter for this, or a mold. I'm just doing it by hand. One is a little bit bigger than the other, but that's okay. All right, so there's my two little feet, all right? So now we're going to bring him over here. Here comes my baby. And we're going to get his little feet placed on here. Working out good, you guys. Okay, so there's his two little feet stuck to the butt, all right? And now we're going to put in our pinks. Was it? Oh, I love that. You know, Debbie, my granddaughter, her mom bought her, I have both of them. It's the complete series of the little books. They're in my library. Tanaki's 23, and her mom got them for her first birthday. And I still have them here at my house. I've told Tanaki she can have them. She knows they're here. But yeah, the complete series, little tiny hardcover little books of the whole Peter Rabbit, Beatrice. Yeah, very, very cute. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Thank you so much for coming and joining me. All right, guys, now we need to get some pink clay. My pink clay is Marissa's, listen to me, Mariposa's Creations. All these M names, you guys, including myself. And this is pink. I love this color for the pads of his little feet. It's the same one I used on, I'll show you guys real quick. This is the little bunny I did with you guys last night. He's holding a little ducky. And he has eyelashes and a bow. And then tonight I will come on and we'll finish decorating that little cake. That's what I've been doing for my 30-minute lives with everyone. All right, so for these little feet, we're going to get some little round balls of clay. Thank you, Lisa. How are you? Thank you for being here with me. I'm getting kind of hot in this sweater, you guys.
Take it off.
I can't take it off. Take it off, my son says. I love you, son. Okay, guys, I'm rolling the little top foot to be long. Like this. All right, so that's going to be the top part of his little foot up here. His heel. Okay, and then I'm going to put little tiny round ones. Hi, Debbie. How are you? I'm going to put little round toes in. How many of you like making bunnies? Or decorating with bunnies? 'Tis the season now for bunnies, isn't it? Where did you get your big, long piece of acrylic? Mariposa's Creation sells these. Or she did. I don't know if she still has them or not. Mine is filthy dirty. I need to clean that thing. Yeah, Mariposa's Creations is where I got mine. All right, guys. So now we're just going to take, trying to move it back a little bit. I'm going to take my little acrylic thing, roll it into a ball, press it down, and get my nice little round. It just makes them perfect, you guys. They're just the perfect little round. All right, and do another one. Okay. Oops. Oh, Dollar Tree has them too, Marissa just said, you guys. Do they cost $10, Marissa? Oh my gosh. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. Easter and spring is your favorite? You know, you guys, I used to think I had a favorite holiday. And part of the reason I picked my business name to be Home for Every Season is because I just love every season I do. It's getting harder and harder for me to ever pick just one. Okay, guys, here is his little feet. Isn't that cute? So look at the difference that I learned. There's my original when I first started doing air dry clay. And here is my little bunny butt now. Okay, so I have learned quite a few things in my journey here of doing air dry clay. All right, there's that. And now I got to get a tool and give him some lines on his, I'll just use my cutter. Oops. I'm just putting some little lines in the bottoms of his feet here just to make it look like it has some character in it. Same with over here. I'm just putting some little lines just so it's not completely flat, and so it has a little bit of texture, a little bit of definition, okay? Nothing too serious, okay? So there's that. It was my cutter, honey. What's that noise? I'm careful, Azrael. This boy. All right, guys, now what I want to make are, let's see. I do want to have some ears. So let's get some ears and put them on the front. I don't know that my ears, you know what, you guys? I have some ears that I've already made. Let me think a minute, you guys. Where are they? I just saw them ears. They're in a box of stuff that I was saving. No, I'll do new ears. They would have been great ears, though, because they're already dry. They would have fit right in there just right. That's okay. We'll make new ears. $1.25 for a 5x7. That's not too bad. I think when Maricela had them, I think it was, I don't remember. I don't want to say a price and then have it be wrong. They're nice, aren't they, Lisa? Yeah, I like to use them. I think they're a great tool for us to have in our arsenal for sure. All right, guys, now we're going to take some more clay and we're going to make 2 ears. And the ears, I'm trying to think of how, because I want it to look like his head is completely down in there. Let me turn around here. Let me use the whole thing. I'm going to shape a little bit of a head. Making kind of like a worm.
What do you mean, oops?
I'm trying to figure out if this is how I want to do this, you guys. Hold on. I'm just going to commit to it. Okay, I'm putting on the front on here like it's his little head. But you can't see the front of his face at all, you guys, because he's down in the grass. So there's his head of what you would see of it, okay? You're not going to see his head, just his ears and the back of his head, kind of. All right, so there's that part. And then I will put in his little ears now. I had these carrots from a bunny cake that I made last year that I tore apart. I didn't like how it turned out. It was one of my first bunny cakes I made. And so because styrofoam is so expensive, I took the clay off that I didn't like how I did it. And I upcycled it. And I saved the carrots because the carrots were beautiful. I loved my carrots. But do you think I can find them for today? No. I don't know where I put them. It is seriously time for me to have live sales and start selling my designs because I've run out of room. My whole house is like Maureen's, craft room, the whole house. My family just looks at me like I'm Lulu now. All right, guys. Now we're going to make some little ears. So we're going to get that clay like that, cut it in half so we have even ears. Okay, roll that out. He's going to have big ears coming back. Hopefully I can do this. And I learned this from Ronnie at Wreaths of Joy. You know how they say you're putting your ears in wrong because people, when they do a wreath or whatever, they would have the pink part of the ear flip back. And they're saying you're putting his ears on wrong because he's facing forward, so the pink part should be, facing the back of that wreath. Well, come to find out, when rabbits are listening, they rotate their ears. So in all actuality, their ears would have the inside of their ear flipped back behind to where you would see the inside of the ear. So we're not putting our ears on wrong when we do that. For anyone that didn't know that, probably everybody knows that now. Okay, so these ears, I'm going to make it kind of thick. Kind of thick on one end. Can you see the difference? Like up here is thinner and then down here it gets thicker. You guys are so quiet. How come you're all being so quiet? You guys out late last night or what? Okay, so there is my 2 ears. All right, and then I'm going to put a little bit of pink in the middle of them. Not a lot of pink. I always grab a whole fistful of clay, you guys. How many of you do that too? I really just reach in that bag and pull it out. You're running around like a chicken. You know what, Lisa? I understand that one completely. Thanks, Debbie. All right, you guys. So now we're going to do the same thing that I did with that white. All right, we're going to roll it. And then we're going to just make it go skinny on one end and thicker on the other. Okay, so there's one little ear. Now we'll do the other one just like that. Thank you, you guys. Marissa's probably gone getting ready for her. She's up next, you guys. Gotta do that one over. Hold on, guys. Nice. That sounds good, Lisa. Hi, Karen. Welcome in. No problem being late. I don't have a big pencil like Marissa, you guys, so you're safe here. Oh my gosh, I love Marissa so much, you guys. She is a hoot and a half. I'm struggling with getting this one the way I wanted it, you guys. All right, there we go. Okay, so there's our 2 little ears. And now I need to turn him around this way so that I can see how I'm attaching his little ears. Oh, I have his head on. Well, I have his head like he's going that way. That's okay. We will make it work, you guys. There she goes with them fingers again. You want a bigger one. I want a smaller little acrylic thing. I want something really tiny. The big one is great, you guys, but sometimes when you have these little tiny spots that you're trying to smooth clay out in, you want something really tiny. Hi, Laura. How are you? All right, hopefully these ears will behave themselves and not, they might flop over, which is fine if they do. It'll all work out. I'm going to try and attach them up here a little bit higher. Hopefully they'll stay. It's the only problem with attaching wet clay like that and not letting it, attaching it later. Okay, guys, so here is what I have. There's my bunny, all right? He looks like this on the front, because this is the design over here. And then over here, I'm going to put carrots and stuff. It's not going to look like this right here. So now let's get some orange clay and make some carrots for this little guy. We have just enough time to roll out some carrots. Where is that bright red? Hold on, guys. I've shared with all of you my favorite color for carrots is Glitz and Glue's bright red. that is not bright. It's not bright red at all. Where the heck is it? Well, I hope I didn't use it all up. Hold on, guys. There it is. Okay, so this is Glitz and Glue's Firm Bright Red. Bright red. It's the most beautiful orange for carrots. It looks like a deep orange. Thanks, Joy. Thank you, Kay. How are you? Thank you. Thank you for sprinkling. Thanks, Dawn. No problem. Latecomers are just as important and just as special as the ones that are first to come on. Absolutely. Thank you, you guys. Okay, so now we're just going to make some little orange carrots real quick. I'm not going to be able to put these on here. That's why I was trying to find them orange carrots, you guys. And I honestly do not know what the heck. I don't know what I did with them. I put them somewhere safe. I should never put anything anywhere safe. How many of you do that? I am giving him a tail. Yes. I'm going to use this for his tail right here. And it is the clay that had that brown mixed in with it. So his tail is going to be just a little bit of a different color. I'm thinking, maybe. I'm doing good, Kay. Thank you. Lisa, thank you for reminding me. Yes, he is going to have a big fluffy tail. Maybe I'll do that because the carrots are going to have to go around it. And I'm not even going to be able to place them on here, you guys. They'll have to dry a little bit before I can get them to stand up in there. I don't think I want that. I'm going to do just a plain white tail. That's got too much brown in it from that other color. So let's do his tail, and then my part will be done. And then I will post a picture later today, you guys, of the carrots and stuff that's around it. I might even put a little fence. I have a really cute little fence that my parents had made. And I might add that over there on that end, like he's, trying to get underneath that fence. Ah, right? Yeah, the older I get, the safer my places are. Exactly. I don't know what I did with those carrots. And you know what? Before I make new carrots, I might search just a little bit deeper around here and find them. Because they're perfect for this. They really are. Yeah, I can't remember where I put anything either, you guys. It's awful. It's getting pretty crazy. That's all right, though, you guys. All right, I'm going to give him a big, fluffy tail, you guys. He's a big, big cottontail bunny. Yeah, us in our safe spaces, right? Where we hide all of our goodies. All right, his little tail is going to go right there. And I am going to toothpick his little tail on, but I'm going to use a shish kebab stick, something just a little bit stronger. I'm actually going to use, let's see, I'll use this one right here. Doesn't have to be real big, so I'm going to use this little piece of a dowel rod that I had. And I am going to use, since I was able to get the lid off that glue, surprisingly. Can't believe it came off, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. Right there. Okay. That didn't really go down inside that styrofoam, you guys. There we go. Just got to twist it a little bit and get it in there. Close that little space back up. Okay, and then put some more glue on here. Gotta love super glue, guys. Well, Karen, you enjoy your visit with your daughter. That is awesome. Yes, I'll be on again tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Karen. Have a beautiful day with your daughter. I'll see you tonight. Okay, guys, so to do this right now, I'm just going to stick this ball of clay on here like that. All right. And then I want this to look like it's fluffy. And so how I do that is I take my scissors and I just go in and I just start cutting that clay with the scissors. You just go in and just cut, 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 cut. You just cut all over. Not to where you cut it off, but just, you know, to pull it up a little. This is another little trick that I've learned since I've been doing clay. You're welcome, Karen. Thank you for joining me today. All right, you guys, and there is his little fluffy tail. Isn't that cute? That's what you can do when you take your scissors and just nip that clay all over. Gives you a nice little fluffy tail. And then you can also come in with a pick tool and you can pick it to make it fluff up even more. So then you take a tool like this and you just kind of go in and you just kind of pick at it. And just pick all those little pieces up and make them stand up. And that I will do that off camera. I'll continue to fluff up his little tail. But you guys, my time is up. And I did it. I leveled up. So here was my original bunny butt that I made. Flat, didn't know what I was doing. There it is. And here is how much I've learned in my time of being a fake baker. And this is my bunny butt today. And I will add some carrots in there. Okay, so from flat to full, big, full, fat, little fluffy butt. Thank you, Bev. Thanks, Pam. So you guys, up next is Marissa with Das Craft Boutique. Go potty, guys, before you go visit her because she'll make us all laugh hard. And we'll have a great time with Marissa next. So I will see you guys on her live. Thank you. I'll see you all later today, a couple of times on my different lives. Check my page for my times. And have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.